Welcome back, everyone. It is now February 1st of 2020, and ever since the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, a lot of fans have been very curious and intrigued about the future of the Star Wars franchise by Disney and Lucasfilm. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one aspect of the future of Star Wars that a lot of fans are really looking forward to is exactly how they're going to handle the franchise. The fact that they are cleaning house over at Lucasfilm and really developing a new roadmap of Star Wars projects in the forms of movies, TV shows, books, novels, comics, and so on and so forth, that's going to consist of this new universe really is a big deal. Now, one thing that a lot of fans really do dislike about the Star Wars franchise under Disney is, of course, Kathleen Kennedy's leadership as president of Lucasfilm. Now, obviously, we do know that her contract is up in 2021, but what's rather exciting all has to do with the change over at Lucasfilm that is happening as we speak, in case you guys did not know. With the new universe that's coming out in the coming months throughout this year of 2020, we're going to have a lot of new projects coming our way, such as books, comics, novels, etc., that's going to kickstart this new Star Wars universe before the new live-action TV series release on Disney Plus and the set of new Star Wars movies as well to come out theatrical into, of course, the new movie theaters and stuff like that. So, with that being said, when we look at Episode 9, that was the very start. When we look at the Rise of Skywalker novelization, that's going to be the base of the new Star Wars universe. But everything related to Kathleen Kennedy, now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are done with the Skywalker saga and are moving on to the new Star Wars universe, it's noted that one of the big plans by Disney is to have Lucasfilm treat the Star Wars franchise with better care and to make more authentic Star Wars projects for the Star Wars community. It's noted that this comes from the CEO of Disney, Bob Iger, and that a part of this big change has something to do with Kathleen Kennedy, who is the president of Lucasfilm. Part of this change is that Kathleen Kennedy will no longer have any creative control over any Star Wars projects that will release after 2021, and that she will no longer have any creative control on the Kenobi TV series as a starter. Not only that, but Kathleen Kennedy is said to be less involved now with the decision-making on the roadmap of the future of the Star Wars franchise, and that she currently won't be as involved with the new Star Wars universe as well, and exactly how it will be set up by Lucasfilm. It's noted that Bob Iger is currently looking for a replacement for Kathleen Kennedy in 2021, before he himself leaves Disney in 2021 as well, so that somebody effective can later take control of the Star Wars brand after he departs as CEO of the company. This is a strategy by Bob Iger to ensure that the Star Wars brand will stay alive and well for years to come, and that the Lucasfilm creative team is currently getting changed, and significantly so, where the new universe and other projects currently in early development is actually going to be led by somebody else. Example, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. Now, Disney is said to be in a position where they are trying to gain back their lost fans since the sequel trilogy films, and especially with the backlash that they got from The Last Jedi. So, the thing about the current state of Star Wars, obviously, is that they're trying to clean house here over at Lucasfilm. It's one of the main reasons as to why we had a big delay in the novelization of The Rise of Skywalker and even the art book. And it's another reason as to why the Kenobi series was delayed. Obviously, Kathleen Kennedy was involved with that, but now, ever since that happened, she will no longer have creative control over that project, which to me I think is great, because the fact that she delayed it in the process, already, is already, to me, a nightmare. I mean, it's a production delay, it's not a release date delay, so just keep that in mind. They're spending more time on writing the scripts out and extending some of the episodes and changing things out and putting new things in. So who knows if it's going to be for the better? That's a big question. We're not quite sure. We do know that Ewan McGregor was on Jimmy Fallon just yesterday, and he was talking a little bit about, the shooting of the Kenobi TV series being in 2021, the filming stage. So with that being said, Kathleen Kennedy, she's pretty much been with Lucasfilm for a very long time now, ever since Disney bought Lucasfilm and took over Star Wars back in 2012, and I think it's now about time, obviously, since her power is being diminished. This is a telltale sign that she will indeed be leaving Lucasfilm next year. The fact that Bob Iger is looking for a replacement for Kathleen Kennedy before he leaves himself in 2021 is also yet another big telltale sign here. So like I say, Kathleen Kennedy, She's long overdue to be replaced. I think that honestly she should have been replaced right after The Last Jedi. I was honestly very surprised that she was still around for Solo and still around for Episode 9 and even for The Mandalorian. You know, The Mandalorian, mind you, she had pretty much zero creative control over that series, which I believe is one of the main reasons as to why it's so good and why it's written very well, is because Jon Favreau had the opportunity to do exactly what he wanted to do when he was writing all these different episodes. All 8 episodes he wrote, full creative control. He had the freedom to do so. No, input by Kathleen Kennedy, no bossing around or anything around those lines. So, with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Gun in hand, we are alone again. No, I'm not the one from night to moon.